Beach. We got to get everybody out of the water. A couple of those guys on the gators, those are your safety committee. So when they ask you to move and get out of the water, get off the sand, you really need to do that. It's for your safety. And you guys have cooperated all weekend long. We appreciate it so much. Keeps us on schedule. We wouldn't want to have to delay a heat because we had people in the water. See some folks down by the point there that are still kind of close to the water. So if you guys can move back, we would have a clean start here. Everybody out of the water. Thank you very much. Check along the Fiesta Island side. We got at least one, maybe two unlimited trailer firing in the background. And Fiesta Island looks really good too. So again, thank you all for your cooperation. All three of our H1 Unlimited hydroplanes in the water and getting ready to head out on the race course in a little more than 3 minutes. Coming up on a count here for 1 minute to the 5-minute gun. Coming up on the count, 1 minute to 5-minute gun. One minute to the 5-minute gun, and we will be racing. We'll have boats on the water here for Heat 3A. Aaron Salmon in the Car Stars powered Miss Rock, Dustin Eccles in the Bucket List Racing, and Brian Perkins in the Darrell Strong presents Payne West Insurance. Here comes the count for the 5-minute gun.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark 5 minutes, green flag.
Green flag on the course. The boats may enter the course at the 5-minute gun, and here they come. Brian Perkins first to pull away from the dock. Dustin Eccles in the Bucket List Racing off the dock now. We'll await the arrival on the race course of the 99.9 Car Stars powered Miss Rock. keeping an eye on Aaron Salmon. He didn't leave the dock early last time either, so we're going to keep a watch on him. Still watching back in the pit area. Aaron Salmon and the CarStar powered Miss Rock still at the dock. Right now the 440 Bucket List Racing and Brian Perkins in the Darrell Strong Presents Payne West Insurance on the course. Brian Perkins coming up through the SeaWorld turn. In the earlier heat this morning, Aaron didn't pull away from the dock real early. But we are getting close to 3 minutes before the start, so this may be his strategy. The hatch is closed. All right, Aaron has fired up that T55 L7C turbine engine, and he is away from the dock. Two and a half minutes before the start, Brian Perkins and Dustin Eccles coming up the backstretch. Brian will be out in lane 3, Dustin in lane 2, and Aaron Salmon will have to find his way into lane 1. That's where he is supposed to be. Dustin looks like he's a little closer to lane 1 than lane 2. And I tell you what, if Aaron can keep the boat running, he had a great race in his first heat today until the boat went dead just before the start-finish line to begin lap 3. So he had a great opportunity, and if he can keep the boat up and running, he may give Brian Perkins a run for his money. Aaron will be inside, Brian Perkins will be outside, and the sandwich boat in this will be Dustin Eccles in that bright orange 440. Minute and a half to go before our start. Coming up on account for the 1 minute period. All of these drivers have stopwatches. Sometimes they have 2. They also have communicators, and they have stopwatches. So they know exactly where they are on the clock on the course.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark 1 minute.
There is your 1 minute mark. Everybody fans out coming through that north turn. So it will be Aaron Salmon and the CarStar powered Miss Rock on the inside. Middle lane will be Dustin Eccles in the 440 Bucket List Racing, and Brian Perkins has the long way around the course in the Darrell Strong Presents Payne West Insurance. 2 inside boats running very close together side by side. Dustin Eccles now moves out a little bit to the right. They're pretty well spread out at this point in terms of side to side to side, and they are right all together as they come through the SeaWorld turn. Heat 3A, unlimited hydroplane racing on Mission Bay and the Bill Munsey Racecourse. They'll make the swing down to the start-finish line, and it'll be Dustin Eccles who wants to lead them down, and they should be in pretty good shape. It's about a 10-second run, and they've got 5 seconds to go. Dustin Eccles leads him across the line. Can't see Brian Perkins from our vantage point. He is hidden in the rooster tail. But Aaron Salmon is only a couple boat lengths behind Dustin Eccles. Eccles led him across the line. But the first boat you're going to see coming off the turn is going to be Brian Perkins. And then you're going to have all 3 of them. Brian Perkins on the outside, and he and Dustin Eccles are side by side. Good start. Nobody jumped the gun. We're racing. Everybody's on an even keel, and here they come up the backstretch. Wind is not going to be much of a factor right now. They've got a little bit of fluffiness on the water, and they'll get the boats up and running. But right now, side by side in lane 2 and lane 3, it's Dustin Eccles and Brian Perkins. Perkins about 2 boat lengths behind Dustin Eccles, and then it's back about 3 or 4, 5 boat lengths to Aaron Salmon on the inside. He can make a tighter turn, and he's going to be right beside all of them as they come off the turn. But here comes Dustin Eccles. He's going to lead them down. First lap of 3. We'll see who crosses the line first. The 440, then the 21, then the 99.9. But they are right together. Aaron Salmon pulls up alongside Dustin Eccles. Brian Perkins on the outside of them, but they are all 3 together here on lap 2. We're going to go 3 times around. There's Brian Perkins. He's going to have a lead, maybe 2 or 3 boat lengths as he comes off the turn with Dustin Eccles on his left and Aaron Salmon on the inside on his left. But it looks right now as though Brian Perkins and Dustin Eccles, well, no, here comes Aaron Salmon on the inside. He's not that far behind either. It's all 3 of them deck to deck with Aaron Salmon maybe 3 or 4 boat lengths behind. Lap number 2 as they come to the SeaWorld turn. Who's going to turn first? It is dead even, Brian Perkins and Dustin Eccles. The little 440 boat hanging right in there with Brian Perkins. Aaron Salmon in the CarStars powered Miss Rock has fallen back just a little bit. He's in 3rd place. We're going down to the white flag. Start the lap of 3, and we will be looking for the checkered flag next time around. Dustin Eccles is leading at the end of 2 laps. The 21, Brian Perkins, 2nd place. The 99.9 in 3rd place. But again, there's only 5 or 6 boat lengths between all 3 of these boats. Now Brian Perkins, a good turn and a fast turn, puts the hammer down, kind of leaves Aaron Salmon behind, but here comes Dustin Eccles. This is lap number 3. They've got about 3/4 of a lap to go. Brian Perkins on the outside now seems to have the lead over Dustin Eccles in the Bucket List Racing. But here comes Aaron Salmon as well. He's still only a rooster tail behind as they're halfway up the backstretch. It's going to be a drag race to the finish line off that exit buoy from the SeaWorld turn. Brian Perkins is the first to turn left. He's got about a 4 boat length lead over Dustin Eccles. Aaron Salmon now has fallen back to 3rd place. The big turn at SeaWorld end of the race course. Brian Perkins now has the lead. He had a tight turn, and so did Dustin Eccles. But here comes Dustin Eccles. Here comes the 440. Can Brian Perkins hold him off at the finish line? The 21, Brian Perkins, took him by about 2 boat lengths. Dustin Eccles finishes 2nd in the Bucket List Racing. Brian Perkins first in the Darrell Strong Presents Payne West Insurance. And Aaron Salmon will come down and finish 3rd in the CarStars powered Miss Rock U99.9. What a great race between Brian Perkins and Dustin Eccles. Aaron Salmon's going to shut down the 99.9. They'll need to tow that back to the pits. Unlimited Heat 3A in the books, unofficially. First place to Brian Perkins in the Darrell Strong Presents Payne West Insurance. Dustin Eccles in 2nd place in the Bucket List Racing and CarStars powered Miss Rock, with Aaron Salmon in 3rd place. We say unofficially because these boats all have to go through tech check after the heat, and a violation of one of the regulated parameters could make that order of finish a little different. So far today, nobody has had any violation. So what you saw on the race course in Heats 1 yesterday, Heats 2, A and B today, that's the way they finished. Race fans looking for a new truck? Check out the Nissan Titan and Titan XD on East Vacation Island in the Vendor Village. See how the Nissan Titan delivers. Race fans, stop by Infinity from Marvin booth and get your windows replaced. Buy 3 windows, get 1 free, no money down, no payments in interest and fees for 12 months in the Vendor Village. And also you can get your Grand Prix World Supercharged Hydroplane hats, t-shirts, and pins. You'll find them not in the Vendor Village, but up on the walkway at the USC tent on Ski Beach. With many years of service to San Diego and southwestern United States, Brewer Crane knows what it takes to get the job done safely. Find out more at brewercrane.com. Race fans, you can get the inside scoop by following San Diego Bayfair on Facebook and on Twitter at SD_Bayfair. And also check us out on Instagram and be sure to tag your posts with Bayfair. 5 minutes to the 5-minute gun. We're ready to go racing. So we got to get everybody off the beach and out of the water. It's a quick turnaround. Getting a little breezy here too. So, okay, you guys on Ski Beach, you got to get out of the water. I see 3 or 4 people who are in the water. And the Gator guys are going to come get you. So everybody out of the water. You've been really good all weekend long. Thank you very much. There they go. Appreciate your cooperation. Getting real quiet in the pits. The bell rang. The U1, HomeStreet, and Jimmy Shane in the cockpit. Next to him is the U9 Delta Real Track. Andrew Tate in the cockpit. They hooked up earlier. Jimmy Shane came out on top. And next to him is the U11 Reliable Diamond Tools. Presents J and D's. Tommy Thompson in the cockpit there. So we are about 2.5 minutes, a little less than that, to seeing our Heat 3B unlimited hydroplanes out on the race course. Should be another dandy heat. These guys pretty evenly matched, especially the U1 and the U9. But Tom Thompson had a great run earlier today, and so he can stick his nose right in there as well. There where the drivers caught the air and over they went. So these guys will be pretty careful. 9 miles an hour isn't real bad, but it is something they have to contend with as they come up the backstretch. We'll be coming up on a count here for 1 minute to the 5-minute gun. One minute. 1 minute period has started. The 1 minute to the 5-minute gun. Cockpit is down on the U9 Delta Real Track. 30 seconds to the 5-minute gun.
Yeah, how'd you get in?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, 5 minutes.
Green flag on the race course. Green flag, and the 5-minute period has started. Tom Thompson, the first to pull away from the dock. The U11 Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&D's. Next off the dock is Andrew Tate in the U9 Delta Real Track. think maybe planned it that way because those two boats were docked right next to each other. One giving a little room to the other to get away from the dock and out on the course. Cockpit still up on the Miss HomeStreet, still giving some last-minute instructions or getting things set in the cockpit with Jimmy Shane. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. Meanwhile, Tom Thompson on the race course and down the front straightaway as Andrew Tate passes those white outside marker buoys, and he is on the course and running. And we have about 4 minutes to go before the start of Heat 3B, Unlimited Hydroplane Racing for the Bill Muncy Cup. After we're done with this preliminary heat, it's the money, marbles, and chalk winner-take-all Bill Muncy Cup Championship Final here on Mission Bay. Hatch goes down on the Miss HomeStreet. Pat on the top, and they'll release the rope. Nope. Looking at something on the snorkel, make sure it's latched properly. And it is now. So Shane about to ignite that T55 Lycoming engine. Starts to drift away from the dock just a little bit. Meanwhile, on the race course, Tom Thompson in lane number 1, that's where he will be racing from. And Andrew Tate in the Delta Real track, he'll be in lane number 2. And Jimmy Shane still has not fired up the turbine engine. Now they toss the rope off. So Jimmy has the ability to pull away from the dock without taking the dock with him. And to get onto the race course, about 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go before the start. As we said, while the boats were testing and even during qualifying, they have certain marks and places they need to be on the race course in order to hit that starting line at full throttle when the big countdown clock hits 0. The fact that Jimmy took so long to get away from the dock may affect how he looks at the marks and where he wants to be on the race course, because he's got just about 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go before the start. So he will probably end up just going around the race course trying to come up and join with everybody else. Thompson would cut through to the front straightaway, but he does not. So they will make one more run down the front straightaway and around the course. And they've got 1 minute and 34 seconds to do that. 30 seconds to the 1 minute period. Actually, they're going to come up on Jimmy Shane. So Shane will be on the outside, Thompson on the inside, and Tate in the middle. And they've just about caught up with Jimmy Shane now.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, 1 minute.
There is your 1 minute mark. And they should be in pretty good shape to come up the backstretch around the SeaWorld turn and make it down to the front straightaway. It's about a 10-second, maybe 11 or 12-second, depending on what lane you're in, run from the exit buoy of the SeaWorld turn down to the start line. Jimmy Shane angles out just a little bit. Andrew Tate holding back in the middle there. Jimmy Shane and Tom Thompson running up side by side now. Andrew Tate comes up to join them. We'll see where they start to kick in. Both Jimmy Shane and Tom Thompson have done their timing runs starting at the entrance buoy to the SeaWorld turn, and that's exactly where Andrew Tate starts to put his foot down too. But he's going to be a little behind now. He's got a shorter way around the course. And here they come charging down to the start for Heat 3B. They've got 5 seconds to go before they hit that starting line. Looks like they're going to be okay. Everybody should be a good start. We'll see. We've made good starts all weekend long, and we are ready to go racing. Down to the first turn. Who's going to be there first? Who's going to come off the turn first? Right now, you've got Tom Thompson, Andrew Tate, and as they turn toward us, we should see Jimmy Shane right on the side of Andrew Tate. Well, Jimmy's a little farther behind. It is a good start. It is a good start. Nobody jumped the gun. So we're racing for 3 laps here in our last preliminary heat. Up the backstretch, it's Andrew Tate by about 3 boat lengths. Here comes Tom Thompson on the inside. We'll see where they are when they turn left. And it's Thompson who turns left first. Tate on the outside. He's pulled ahead, pulled up evenly at least, at the apex of the SeaWorld turn. And Jimmy Shane has got to put more power to it because he's in 3rd place and well behind the leaders as they take off down the front straightaway. The end of lap number 1, it'll be Tom Thompson on the inside, Andrew Tate on the outside. Tate took the lap by about 10 feet, but it's Tom Thompson who's going to turn left. Lap number 2, we go 3 times around. Tom Thompson on the inside. Andrew Tate has fallen back just a little bit, but not much. And here comes Jimmy Shane. Jimmy Shane on the outside still has a lot of power, but a lot of speed to his left. Tom Thompson has gone dead in the water in lane 1, so right now it is a race between Andrew Tate and Jimmy Shane. Tate on the inside of Shane. Tate still in lane 2, got some iron into the ball as he comes up the backstretch, but he is leading Shane by about a rooster tail and a half, maybe about 3 seconds there, as each one of them passed the entrance buoy to the SeaWorld turn. Tate is off the turn. Just counting in my head, that was about 4 seconds difference. White flag comes up, the end of lap number 2. Andrew Tate has the lead. Tom Thompson dead in the water right about lane number 1, but they all know where he is. Their communicators have told them, and we're on our final lap. Jimmy Shane turns left second, Andrew Tate turns left first, and that's going to be the sequence again as they come off the north turn. Andrew Tate still staying out in lane number 2. Jimmy Shane still out in lane number 3. Right now, Andrew has taken him out to about lane number 4. Now Andrew's going to sling back a little bit toward the buoy line. He can do that. He can move into lane number 1. There's nobody behind him to the left. Andrew Tate enters the SeaWorld turn for the 3rd and final time around in Heat 3B, and Jimmy Shane is chasing his rooster tail, but he's just not picking up any ground. Andrew Tate off the turn and heads down looking for the checkered flag, the U9 Delta Reel Track. Andrew Tate, he will take Heat 3B, and right behind him in the Miss HomeStreet, it is Jimmy Shane. He'll finish second, and it did not finish to Tom Thompson in the 11. Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&Ds. So a pretty good race between Tom Thompson in the Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&Ds and Andrew Tate in the Delta Reel Track until Thompson went dead just into that turn down there at the north end of the race course. After that, it was all Andrew Tate and the U9 Delta Reel Track, and Jimmy Shane following him, trying to follow his rooster tail and close it a little ground, but he could not do it. Unofficially, first place went to Andrew Tate in the 9 Delta Reel Track, and second place to Jimmy Shane in the U1 Miss HomeStreet, and third place, well, no third place this time around. It did not finish to Tom Thompson, and the Reliable Diamond Tool presents J&Ds. So that's it for our preliminary heats for the Bill Munsey Cup H1 Unlimited here on the Bill Munsey Racecourse on Mission Bay. The last thing we have with the Unlimiteds coming up a little later this afternoon, and that is the winner-take-all championship final heat for the Bill Munsey Cup.